Ready? All right, welcome. Next, we're here on page 82. So make sure you guys have your books out to page 82 and let's get started here. It says, write true or false for each general statement. If the statements are false, give examples to support your answers. A whole number has a remainder of 2 when divided by 5. The whole number is an even number, it says. Okay, so first of all, we need to think of what number divided by 5 equals blank remainder 2. What is an idea? Who's got an idea? What could we put? We need to know this whole number up here, really. So what divided by 5 equals blank remainder 2? Anyone have a guess? 6 divided by 5 is 1 remainder 1, right? Ooh, did someone say 7 out there? I think I heard 7. Yes, you are correct. So you could take 7 divided by 5 equals 1 remainder 2. Okay, so is that whole number? Okay, so is a whole number has a remainder. The whole number is an even number. Is 7 even? True or false? Is 7 even?
7 is not an even number.
So we should say false, right, son? Okay. It doesn't ask for an explanation. It says if the statements are false, give examples to support your answer. As long as you write this here, that should be sufficient. When we're talking about the square, we can say like 3 times 3. So the square of an odd number is odd. In this case, that would be 9, right? Let's think here, equals 25. And then we could think of this all, we could write this as 7 squared equals, we could say 49, right? Okay, so do you see the pattern here? Is this true or false? What do you think? The square of an odd number, and this is the square. The 9 is the square. Okay, the 25 is the square. Okay, so is that odd, true or false?
True.
Yes, thank you. Perfect. All right, moving on. The product of 2 odd numbers is odd. Okay, so let's take 2 odd numbers. Let's take, for example, let's take 2 different ones. Let's take 5 times 3. That equals 15. Okay, all right. Let's take 7 times, let's take 7 times 9. That's 63. Okay, so what do you guys think? Is this true or false? The product,
True.
yes, true. Okay, let's keep going. All right, here it says the sum of 4 even numbers is always divisible by 4. Let's try a few examples and see what we get. If we try 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, that would equal 14 plus 6 equals 20. And in this case, 20 is divisible by 4. So we should try another example just to see. Let's try, how about 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. Okay, and here we get 22 plus 8 is 30, 36. And in this case, that is also divisible by 4. Okay, let's keep trying a few more. Let's try 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12. And in this case, we get 22 plus 6 is going to be equal to 28. And then we get 30, right? So, and in this case, does this equal, or is this a number that's going to be divisible by 4? Well, if we get 30, is 30 divisible by 4? No, it's not. So while these first two were, this one is not. Okay, so we will have to say false. It's not always. Looks like in some cases it is, but not always. So we need to say false. All right, so for part E, it says the product of two prime numbers is an odd number. Well, if we tried 2 times 3, we get 6, and we know that that is not an odd number. So we are going to say this is false. And then for the next one, it says a number is divisible by 2 and 3. The number can be an even number or an odd number, and we have to explain if this statement is true. And, well, I think the key number here is 2, and any number that is divisible by 2 must be even. We could do a few examples, but let's just say no. And we could say any number divisible by 2 is going to be even. Okay. And we could say, for example, 12 divided by 3 equals 4, and 12 divided by 2 equals 6. And we could do other examples, but we would always find that any number that is divisible by 2 is going to be even. So that does it for page 82. And there are all of your answers.